In the 1970s, alongside the construction of khruchevkas, the Soviet Union began mass building residential buildings with increased floor levels. But why did architects decide to build precisely 9-story buildings? In the 1950s, throughout the Soviet Union, there was a massive construction campaign for so-called khruchevkas. The government's goal was to provide every family with its own apartment and move away from wooden barracks and communal living. According to the decree on eliminating excesses in design and construction, the new buildings had to be as economical as possible. In the early 1970s, there arose a need for the construction of taller residential buildings, but they still needed to remain as cost-effective as possible. According to Soviet construction standards, buildings higher than 5 stories needed to have an elevator, and those higher than 10 stories required 2 elevators, one for passengers and one for cargo. Additionally, buildings over 28 meters in height had to be equipped with smoke-free fire escapes. The height of a 9-story building is approximately 27 meters. Taking all these factors into account, the cost of 1 square meter of housing in a 9-story building was significantly lower than in 10 or 12-story buildings. That is why the decision was made to construct 9-story buildings. Economically, it was also advantageous to build 14 or 16-story buildings, which had 2 elevators and fire escapes, as these investments paid off. However, when constructing buildings of such height, there were stringent soil requirements, and they could not be built just anywhere. Furthermore, providing natural gas to buildings above 9 stories requires the construction of special pumping stations, which was costly. Instead of gas stoves, electric stoves were installed in such buildings, which in turn required more powerful wiring and substations. In 1966, the Soviet Union saw the introduction of its first 30 minutes auto ladder with a hydraulic drive on the chassis of the Il-1957. In 1970, fire trucks began to be equipped with mechanized auto ladders, which had a fully extended length of 30 meters, and with an additional knee 32 meters. This was more than sufficient, even for a 10-story building. Therefore, the decision to construct 9-story buildings instead of 10-story buildings was not related to the availability of such ladders or fire safety considerations. It was primarily an economic choice, driven by the desire to keep construction costs low. That's it for now, thank you for watching, don't forget to like and comment this video, see ya!